here to together to practice and together improve English skill. And beside that, Nguyễn Phúc Trường already assigned me the topic about my currently business is about solar. So let me talk. We just talk, not the other. Only talk about solar. So if something not really correct, so you can research by yourself.
Yeah.
So my full name is Lê Quang Vinh, and my English name is Tony. I'm work for Baiwa IE Solar System Company. IE means the we are the company from Germany, and we most focus to renewable energy industry, especially for solar and wind. If you speak, if I speak too quick, too fast, so you can tell me, okay?
Yeah.
And here is my company logo, and this one I move to the next. In my content today, I will share to you for the 3 sections. The first one, I will go from overview, what is solar. Second is solar in global, and last is solar in Vietnam. And of course, the question and answer is also the interesting for the content. So let's first I will go for the history. You know, a brief history of solar. Actually, the human very smart, and they know how to use the sun, convert from the sun to the energy. And you know, the was the year 1876. Adam discovery the product electric when explore the sunlight. So here is the sun. And long time ago, they already discovered the sun can exchange for the life. And during that time, of course, the technical at that time not so good, so they need time. And in 1954, the first photovoltaic cell grid in the Bell Lab, and also after 2 years, the solar cell becomes the commercial available. So you know, solar in Vietnam quite new, but in the globally already quite long time. The people already research, and they already know how to use the solar for the life. And here you see 1981, very early, the first solar power airplane is built. So someone very surprised, right? At that time, maybe even me, not yet born. And here in 1993, the first grid support solar system in US, California. Grid support means already connect to the commercial. And nowadays, the solar very popular. So brief the history, the solar already discovered by the human very long time ago. Sometimes we heard about the solar, but we don't know what the solar energy. Very simple. Solar energy is only the compressed 2 components: light energy from the sun. Here you can see the light from the sun. Also reference to the photovoltaic or PV energy. You know, the photovoltaic is also the name of the solar energy. So the people usually call it a PV energy. So PV is mean the photovoltaic. You can Google search what the photovoltaic. I think this one is a very popular now. And heat or solar energy. So very simple, from the sun. And the sun is heat to the panel. And this is a panel. You make the energy. Very simple. And of course, we have to identify how they make the panel. So here is the solar panel, photovoltaic PV solar panel. Explore the sun, convert the light spectrum of solar energy into electric energy. You can see in the picture, here is the sun side, and from sun side go to the PV panel, and from PV panel, each cell cannot make the AC power. From here only have a DC, and each PV panel only have a small of the capacity. For example, one solar panel now 2 meter, only around 500 watt, only 500 watt. That's why they have to connect the many panel to be the big capacity. For example, here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, totally eight panel. 8 panel with the 500 watt means 4 kilowatt. This solar rooftop system is 4 kilowatt. And from here, they connect to the inverter. You can see inverter convert electric from DC to AC. From PV only output is a DC. And to make sure that the energy can use for our home equipment, need inverter, and inverter will have a function that convert from DC to AC. And after that, take the electric your home require. For example, you use for the washing machine, or for the light, or for television, or for everything based on your capacity. Of course, this one also connect to the grid. Here is a grid from EVN. Let I share you the video is more simple to understand about the system, how to work. Can you see the video?
Yes. You can share audio also. You click share screen again and see on the left hand have audio. You can click.
Where?
Click share screen again. You
share screen. Yes.
You can see on the left.
On the left
bottom.
The bottom.
Yeah. The left.
Cannot see the audio. Here. Share sound. Okay.
Yeah,
yes. Here. Okay. Share.
Okay. Let's try. Yeah. Can hear now.
Okay.
The Earth intercepts a lot of solar power, 173,000 terawatts. That's 10,000 times more power than the planet's population uses. So is it possible that one day the world could be completely reliant on solar energy? To answer that question, we first need to examine how solar panels convert solar energy to electrical energy. Solar panels are made up of smaller units called solar cells. The most common solar cells are made from silicon, a semiconductor that is the second most abundant element on Earth. In a solar cell, crystalline silicon is sandwiched between conductive layers. Each silicon atom is connected to its neighbors by 4 strong bonds, which keep the electrons in place, so no current can flow. Here's the key. A silicon solar cell uses 2 different layers of silicon. An N-type silicon has extra electrons, and P-type silicon has extra spaces for electrons, called holes. Where the 2 types of silicon meet, electrons can wander across the p-n junction, leaving a positive charge on one side and creating negative charge on the other. You can think of light as the flow of tiny particles called photons shooting out from the sun. When one of these photons strikes the silicon cell with enough energy, it can knock an electron from its bond, leaving a hole. The negatively charged electron and location of the positively charged hole are now free to move around. But because of the electric field at the p-n junction, they'll only go one way. The electron is drawn to the n side, while the hole is drawn to the p side. The mobile electrons are collected by thin metal fingers at the top of the cell. From there, they flow through an external circuit, doing electrical work like powering a light bulb. before returning through the conductive aluminum sheet on the back. Each silicon cell only puts out half a volt, but you can string them together in modules to get more power. 12 photovoltaic cells are enough to charge a cell phone, while it takes many modules to power an entire house. Electrons are the only moving parts in a solar cell, and they all go back where they came from. There's nothing to get worn out or used up, so solar cells can last for decades. So what's stopping us from being completely reliant on solar power? There are political factors at play, not to mention businesses that lobby to maintain the status quo. But for now, let's focus on the physical and logistical challenges. And the most obvious of those is that solar energy is unevenly distributed across the planet. Some areas are sunnier than others. It's also inconsistent. Less solar energy is available on cloudy days or at night. So a total reliance would require efficient ways to get electricity from sunny spots to cloudy ones, and effective storage of energy. The efficiency of the cell itself is a challenge too. If sunlight is reflected instead of absorbed, or if dislodged electrons fall back into a hole before going through the circuit, that photon's energy is lost. The most efficient solar cell yet still only converts 46% of the available sunlight to electricity, and most commercial systems are currently 15 to 20% efficient. In spite of these limitations, it actually would be possible to power the entire world with today's solar technology. We'd need the funding to build the infrastructure and a good deal of space. Estimates range from tens to hundreds of thousands of square miles. Which seems like a lot, but the Sahara Desert alone is over 3 million square miles in area. Meanwhile, solar cells are getting better, cheaper, and are competing with electricity from the grid. And innovations like floating solar farms may change the landscape entirely. Thought experiments aside, there's the fact that over 1 billion people don't have access to a reliable electric grid, especially in developing countries, many of which are sunny. So in places like that, solar energy is already much cheaper and safer than available alternatives like kerosene. For, say, Finland or Seattle, though, effective solar energy may still be a little way off.
Okay, so just a short video, but already show us from the PV panel to the real actual. Next, I would like to show you guys the global. Oh, I want to move this one. How to move?
We want to move what slide?
No, I mean the.
So I think you already share only web photos. Can you share again? Share screen again. Yeah. Choose to share screens. If you share full your screen, everyone can see on your screen.
This one okay?
No. Now I see the slide solar in global, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Now I can see that. Yeah.
Okay. Good. So here is the solar in global, and on the left side you can see the top 10 countries by solar PV capacity up to the data in 2019. In the red color is China.
Wow.
China is number 1.
Too many.
Yeah, you can see it's China number 1.
Yeah.
And also the USA and India, Japan, and Vietnam also proud that we are in the top 10 country installed solar in the global. And on the table on the right side, you can see from 2016, Vietnam 0.
Yeah.
Even only 6, and 2017 only 9. 9 here is a megawatt. First, I explain to you how to understand about the megawatt or gigawatt. You are engineering, so you know how to calculate, right? 1 kilowatt means the 1000 watt, and 1 megawatt means the 1000 kilowatt, and 1 gigawatt is 1 gigawatt is mean 1000 megawatt. Okay.
Yeah.
So this table on the right hand is show you number of the megawatt. So in 2016, Vietnam only have a 6 megawatt and 17 9 megawatt, and 18 is 106 megawatt. But you can see that in the 2019, we already jumped 4,800 megawatt, mean 4.8 gigawatt. And last year, we already jumped to increase more, new 10,000 megawatt, mean nearly 11 megawatt, gigawatt, nearly 11 gigawatt. So you can see the last year is solar in Vietnam is booming.
Yeah. So this table you copy from Wikipedia or
yes?
What
I got from Wikipedia. Yeah, resource from Wikipedia. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So you see that every country is assembled in China, in European Union, USA, Japan, Germany, India, Italy, Australia, and Vietnam. Vietnam now even the capacity higher than South Korea. So this one you can proud of the Vietnam.
Yeah.
The government of Vietnam and the people of Vietnam already think about how to use a clean energy. Even we are higher than Spain or United Kingdom, France. So sometimes you said to your global friend that, you know, in Vietnam, we are in the top 10 of the solar energy, renewable energy. But compare with the other country like Germany, of course, Germany is still cheaper than Vietnam. You know, the Germany, that's a country they develop very quick, and they also put a lot of the new technology to life. And solar is a technology in Germany now very famous. And you know, when you build a house in Germany, if you don't put the solar system design on the roof, government will not accept you to build a house.
Right. Sure.
Sure. That's a policy.
Wow.
You know, in Vietnam, when you build the house and on the roof, what kind of material you will install on the roof?
Yeah, there are some steel plates. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Concrete.
That means you don't know how to use a solar panel to cover on your roof. Actually, on your roof, you can exchange from the steel panel to the PV panel.
Yeah.
In Vietnam, I try to rent some roof for install the PV, but some people don't accept.
Yeah, if you rent the roof, they don't accept, right? Because they don't have a benefit for yourself.
They already have the benefits. On why have a benefits for the customer?
Okay, I think your case you can inbox to me and I can explain to you because I understand that case. Okay, let I go to next page. So for global, you can see the number, right? So this one you can foresee that how the solar business go more and more in global. And Vietnam, go back to Vietnam, our popular is 96 million people, area is 333,699 kilometer square. And GDP in last year is 271.2 billion USD. And our main industry is electric, food processing, construction, service, tourist, and our capacity is 69 gigawatt. And you know, in our electric resource is 53 still use coal, and 26 is a hydro. This one very dirty energy, you know. 53 is not clean energy, and 26 is a hydro, and 16 is a natural gas, and only renewable just 5%. So you can see that's a renewable, the area still a lot of capacity for you if you want to study this one. So about our company, we just entered to Vietnam market in 2019, and right now we have 14 staff. And main business in Vietnam, we focus for solar and wind and solar trading and energy solution. Our head office in Ho Chi Minh. And on the right hand, you can see our Vietnam map, and you can see from the Đông Hà, Quảng Trị up to the south Bạc Liêu, the sun shine very good for the solar. Of course, in the north, we also good for solar as well. And also for the, you can see in Vietnam compared with Southeast Asia country, you can see Vietnam here. We are already run ahead of the other country, even Thailand, even Malaysia or Philippines. You guys can proud the Vietnamese football team, but now you also can proud the Vietnam solar market. We already invest a lot to solar renewable energy. So you can see the Vietnam develop for solar is already ahead of many countries in Southeast Asia. Back to EVN in Vietnam, you know, normally we only know how many kilowatt hour we use per month and how much money we pay, right? If you have a private home, if you rent the room, you will pay to the room owner how many kilowatt hour. So normally this I show you the structure from government managing the EVN. So from here is the government, and under government have many the ministry, and MOIT means the Ministry of the Industry and Trade, monitoring the EVN. So in Vietnam, only one group is the EVN who have a right to sell the electric. And now they try to put the electric manufacturing is for private. And you see that's many solar factory now invest by personal company. So EVN only in the middle for the convert from factory to the transmission and sell to the end user. If you want to know more about solar, you can go to this website. You can see from the GIZ Energy. They publish a lot of the document for the energy. And you can see that's electric price we pay year by year increase. You can see from 2009 to 2019, the electric for home use also increased a lot. And right now we are using the electric for family around 8 cents. 8 cents is this average. Some area like if you rent the apartment or room, you have to pay around nearly I mean more than 1 USD per kilowatt hour, right? More than 3,000 Vietnam đồng per kilowatt hour, right?
Yes, so but depend on the industry area zone or
That's what is
or for homes using, yeah.
That one is depend on resource you. For example, you use electric for homes. So we'll have a five way of calculate the power electric. So the first 50 kilowatt hour is the cheapest, and after that 50 more and 50 more.
Yeah.
And the average is around 3,000 Vietnam đồng per kilowatt hour. And the estimation that the electric will be increased because right now the gas and the oil already increased. So the electric foresee for next 2 or 3 years will increase more. And talk about the solar in Vietnam. We can see that for region for north and northwest, northeast, north center, northwest, and the northeast is the average number for sunshine hour around 1,600 per year. That means per day around 3.3 or 4.1. Later I will help you to calculate how to use this number. But this number very important before you going to invest or you want to see how long you can return the invest for the solar system. Here is a record about Vietnam solar developing. You can see in the first half year of 2018, the MOIT record that 272 solar power project in around 17.5 megawatt, mean that 9 times higher than Hòa Bình hydropower. Do you guys know about Hòa Bình hydropower plants?
Yes.
Yeah. So the solar system is now is higher than this number, higher than 9 times of the Hòa Bình hydropower plant. And even for the solar hydro plant, also the solar system connect to grid now is more than 7 of the solar solar. So you can see that the total solar system is quite big, right? And by the end of July 2021, means last year, the total installed capacity of solar power nationwide have reached around 19.4 gigawatt. 19,400 megawatt piece means the 19.4 gigawatt is a piece. Here is we have a 2 dimension to mention, that's the megawatt piece and megawatt AC. Normally the PV panel will be, we will talk about the megawatt piece, but from the megawatt piece convert to AC, they will call the megawatt AC. So normally the megawatt piece will higher and convert to AC is lower. Yeah, from 19 to 16, how many percent? And in Vietnam, we also developing for 3 key areas. For first one is a solar farm. Have you know, and you guys have know the biggest solar farm in Vietnam? How many capacity?
I'm not sure, but so maybe in Ninh Thuận or Bình Thuận, right?
That's
solar farm. Solar farm.
Solar farm in Ninh Thuận, Bình Thuận is just in 2 years ago. And now the biggest solar farm in Đắk Lắk.
Đắk Lắk.
Yeah, in the central province.
Really?
That solar farm is biggest in Southeast Asia.
Wow.
No any solar farm in Southeast Asia can compare with that solar farm. You can research Xuân Thiện Yasup in the Đắk Lắk. The solar farm last year I did is 800 megawatt piece. That project is we did last year. And besides solar farm, we also have the solar on the lake. That's one we call the flat solar. This one very good. In Singapore, you know, Singapore where the land very limited. So they have to use the sea nearby the Singapore. And you can research that Singapore President Mr. Lee Hsien Loong just launching one project 50 megawatt to use solar panel on the sea, on the flat, and use that energy for the city. So mean no need to build on the land. We also can build on the lake or even on the sea. Even on the sea.
So I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I can ask you a question.
Yes, please.
All right. So a few minutes ago, you have to tell me that in Đắk Lắk is the biggest solar farm.
Yes.
So currently, I have a question right here. Is in Đắk Lắk we have a 2 season, right? In the sunny and rainy, we only have 2 season. So why they choose Đắk Lắk to develop solar farm, but not Ninh Thuận province?
Okay, very good question. So I back to this table. You can see the average number of sunshine hour. You can see Central Highland and South Central. You can see the number here. 4.9 or 5.7. You see, that means not easy, but this one is based on the technical evaluation. When they
Really?
do the measurement, they feel that on the Central and the Highland, the sunshine average very good for solar.
Really? Because my hometown is Kon Tum province in the highlands. So in the rainy season, I didn't see the sun.
They don't count by month. They count by year.
All right.
Kon Tum is also very good province to install the solar, and you can go maybe long time you don't go back to your hometown, and now if you have chance to go back, you can see many solar in Kon Tum as well, because my family member is a vice director for the Kon Tum policeman officer there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you have a land in Kon Tum, let me know. I can invest solar in Kon Tum.
I have a 2 mountain here.
Okay, so you are a rich man already.
Just a normal farmer. My family go to Kon Tum for a long time, and they invest and they buy 2 mountain for develop a coffee tree.
Yeah. So congratulations to you. You are the rich boy now. You can get the sun and exchange to the energy, and you can use that energy free.
Really? I will think about it one day.
Yeah. If you want
Thank you
to
for your
know
answer.
more about technical, you can text me, and I can give you the evidence to let you calculate.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You are welcome. And in the middle, we talk about solar for CNI. What does CNI meaning? C means the consumer. Consumer means the shopping mall or some building, public area. And I mean industry. You can see Vinamilk logo here. Vinamilk factory. And also some factories, they install the PV on the roof, and they use the sun, get the energy, and they use this energy for the make the milk.
Yeah.
So from one cycle, they do the very clean. And the last but not least, that's solar for residential. I think if you guys interesting, you can see this is a very good business for the future. If you want to build your company, you just let me know, and we can support you to do business for the solar for residential. Because every family, when they build a house, they have to design for the roof, and we can use that PV panel to help the house owner to design. And every family, every month, they will use around 500 or 1 million electric power. So when they install this one, they can reduce the electric power. They no need to pay own for EVN. And after 5 or 6 years, they can have a free electric to use. Because this system, the first time you can pay maybe 100 million, but after 5 years, that's 100 million already returned to you.
Yeah.
Mr. Dingson have some idea or something? I saw you remark on my picture. Any question?
Sorry. No. Sorry, it's my son is that pick up my phone. Sorry about that.
I see.
Yeah.
Maybe your son interesting for solar. Let me join.
Yes, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. You know the house when the design and put the solar on the roof is very good for study for the children. When you try to use clean energy, mean you already teach your children how to protect our planet and how to use technology to convert to free sun to our energy every day. So you can teach our next generator that's try to save the world by the use natural. Don't build a lot of steel or a lot of the dirty thing to our impact our planet.
Yes, so I think that is the story of the future. So because in the north in the north of Vietnam, so the solar panels still not popular for, but they only use for heating water for some for using every day for to boiler water only. Yeah.
I will explain you for one solar system in the north by number, but maybe not today because that one need more time and also maybe is explained by English. Maybe let you guys very difficult to understand. So on this week Friday at 2 p.m. we will have one topic about that, and I welcome you guys. We also have English and Vietnamese together. So our expert will help you understand about how to optimize the solar rooftop system. For example, Mr. Trường asking about you are located in the north, so you feel that in the north have a 4 seasons: winter, spring, and some or summer only 3 or 4 months, right?
Yeah.
So maybe the result not good, but our expert will explain to you why in the north we still can use a rooftop system very good, because you know in Big C Thăng Long you can check that in Big C Thăng Long very big shopping mall.
Yeah.
They also install the solar system to use for the shopping mall for daytime. So if the big shopping mall like Big C, they ready to pay money to invest for the solar rooftop. So for family, I think no problem.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm correct. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. And this one I show you one solar system design. Because we are engineers, so we can understand from this very simple design. From left hand is for the PV panel. So from PV panel you put on the roof, you have to connect to the inverter. Inverter will exchange from the DC power to AC. And from inverter you also can connect to battery to store the power in daytime and use for the nighttime. This system we call the hybrid system. And from inverter also connect to the home system, home electric system, and from main box will be separate to air condition to the kitchen and for the other thing to use electric. Someone will ask me that's how many capacity can cover this system, right? Because here very small, but here a lot of electric home is equipment. Of course, for this system come to inverter, for example, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 for mean the 2 kilowatt hour system. Inverter only provide 2 kilowatt hour. So for example, air condition and kitchen and washing machine already 3 kilowatt hour. So the solar only 2, but the actual use 3. So this one is not enough, right? But this system is still working normal because solar system, they will put the 2 kilowatt hour per to here, and 1 kilowatt hour will connect from the EVN to here. So means this your home you have 2 power resource to connect to your equipment. So don't worry about the whatever the capacity on your roof. You just install, and then this inverter will help you to balance. If you use less, this one will charging, or this one will sell to the grid. If you use more, this one put in your hand. And also everything will connect to you, and even how many kilowatt hour. And you also from here, from this one, you also can check in your battery how many remaining and already full charging or not. So everything connect to internet, and from app you can see in your system in the internet. So very simple and very smart. So
Yeah.
inverter and the PV connect together, and PV provides DC power to inverter, and inverter exchange from DC power to the AC power, and AC power to our home system. And inverter also have a function that connect to internet to show on your mobile phone how many today, how many the last month, and also how many carbon you already save for the world.
Yeah, the customer do your customer request you measure about the power or voltage or current output from the panel, the solar panel, output from the solar panel or output from the inverter?
It is normally will based on the first is the area of the owner, how many square meter on the roof capacity, and second that's when you measurement, that's one you also based on the actual of the home owner, how many electric he use or she use every month. For example, my family I use every month about 1 million. So I just need to install the one solar system 5 kilowatt AC. 5 kilowatt AC mean I have to install the 6 kilowatt panel. So I will use a 5 kilowatt AC to cover for the 1 million per month.
No, maybe you understand wrong. I mean that the customer request you check, verify about the power and voltage or current output from the solar panel.
You mean that the customer request to check the output?
Yeah, right. Verify from the solar panel about the power or voltage or current characteristic.
Okay, I see. From inverter, you can see very clearly how many input and how many output. So you can show the input and output through the app. It's very simple. Or you can use some tool to test. That's very simple for electrical engineering.
Yeah, you already use the test and instrument for the measurement.
I no need to use, because this one actually when connect to inverter, the inverter can show me
Okay, I see.
output output the parameter, because
Yeah,
inverter
okay.
now very smart, like the one robot.
Yeah, I see.
That one automatically, before is only manual, because make sure that this system, for example, your family use 220 voltage, right? So this one is make sure the output is also the 220 or 240, right? Okay, and this is my business, our company business, and I show you in this one because first one you can see the inverter, right? Inverter company have a many, for example, Huawei from China, the company I worked before, and the SMA, the company from Germany, and Fronius from the how to say Ảo in English, nước Ảo.
You mean Austria?
Austria.
Okay. And this is the inverter company making the inverter. And second one is a PV module. PV module is from Longzhi, from China Solar, from ZA, from Canadian. If you guys working for solar domain, you will very famous about this brand name. And the storage system have a Huawei also, LG and BYD. And we also have the other product. So in Vietnam, we available to provide to customer Huawei, SMA, Fronius, ZA, Longzhi, and also the BYD. So we are like the shopping center warehouse. When you need, you just request, and then we will provide you end-to-end the solution. Okay, so all my slide already finished, and come to the Q&A question. Maybe someone already asked a question during I present, and also now welcome the question from your guy about my topic today. Maybe I'm a little bit tired because Monday very busy, so I speak maybe not full of energy. But give me a chance, and our team chance. Would like to invite you guys for next for this week Friday with the topic about the residential.
Sorry, Mr. Quang Vinh. So you still not yet show us your profiles, right? Some personal information. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Can you?
That's one very important, but I forget. Yeah. My personal information here. My name card I use Vietnamese because my customer own is Vietnamese. So right now I'm working for the energy solar system sales director for the North area.
Yeah.
So any opportunity, you can contact me, or even if you have some idea, you also can cooperate with me, because you know I would like to looking for more partner to provide a solar system as more as possible, because as more people know about the meaning of solar, as more people use or going to use or in the future, that's not only good for my business but also good for the environment of Vietnam. And also that's good for our next generator and the children can see, because you know the earth now hurt very much. That's why some the pandemic happened, like the COVID-19. And some people, if you research on the internet, also the people know that in the near future, not only COVID, maybe have the other pandemic happen,
Yeah.
because our Earth now hurt very much, and the environment change. For example, the winter now is maybe come earlier, or the sun is hot more than degree than before. So
Yeah.
that's not the natural now.
Okay, thank you. So I already I saw there are 3 guys is as raising hand for the question. Yes. So okay. Sorry.
Yes, it's me.
Yes, please give your question, Mr.
Yeah, I have a question
Yeah.
because I have this information about the sunlight. So the solar energy is come from the radiance. It's not from the sunlight. Is that right? I mean, the solar energy is come from the radiation in the sunlight. It's not from the sunlight. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Vinh. So can you answer the question from Mr. Minh Nguyễn?
Mr. Minh, can you repeat your question?
Yeah, I have an information about the sunlight. The solar energy is come from the radiation in the sun. It's not from the sunlight. Is that correct?
Yes, you're right. Because sometimes the solar system working, even you cannot see the sun. You cannot see the sun. But if you, for example, you bring the PV panel to put in the line, and then the solar also convert start working. But at that time, the result of the PV is not working much, only starting point. So from the Mr. Minh question is, I need to explain. If I explain detail, that one also need the other topic for from the sun, and in after the behind the sun is what kind and how the PV use not only the sunshine, because sometimes during even the raining, the PV panel still working. So your question is totally correct. That's not exactly the only sunshine then have the solar.
Yes, excellent. Yeah. So
because in Vietnam language we have the meaning the quang điện. Quang mean quang năng.
Yeah.
Từ quang năng chuyển thành điện năng.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question, please.
Also, Mr. Bùi Tuấn Vũ, please go with your question.
Oh, a moment, please. Well, think about the Fronius, the inverter, and how about the technology? And they have opened an office in Vietnam nowadays. The Fronius, they also supply Fronius chance steel reactor, a welding reactor for VinFast. What do you think?
Fronius is one of our brand in our portfolio of shading. So VinFast, you are working for VinFast, right?
Oh no, I'm sales engineer. I have a lot of contacts in VinFast. They work in production line, and my friend work in body shop also.
So do you know about Fronius?
Yes, I know about Fronius Chance Steel like long time ago. They are the #1 welding technology developer in the world right now.
Yes.
They have the best welding technology, and as well as the photovoltaic inverter as well.
Yes, yes.
In my knowledge.
Right. You're right. Fronius is a very luxury brand name. You talk about the car, many brand name like Toyota or Honda, but you know that the car luxury, the most luxury is how to say, the Audi or what, the most one now luxury as the expensive car now is a Rolls Royce. Yeah. So Fronius is like the Rolls Royce, because that one is that company is a very luxury one, and if you buy that one also the price very high. And that's technology they can use. For example, one technology company they can put many R&D to. For example, in my company, we not only have solar, we also have a EV charging company.
I see.
So many technology companies they try to research and they put the technology to our life, and especially for the clean and smart life. And EV is also change. If you guys to want to get the good job or good future, I recommend you to learn more for yourself. It's okay for the EV, for the EV system and EV the portfolio, and also the solar, renewable, the clean energy. Because if people now the demand of the energy more and more, and also when you have money, you also thinking about buy a car, and when you thinking about car, you thinking about buy the good car with the clean energy. So EV car is a trend in China already, and in US of course, and in Euro.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah. Yes, another guy, Mr. Trần Khương. Yes.
Good evening, guys. Thank you so much, Mr. Tony, for your presentation and for your sharing. I have some question for you. Actually, the solar panel is a very interesting topic, and you know, our country now nowadays more and more use the renewable energy, and it is a trend of our country. Country. And my question for you is, how long is lifetime of solar panel?
Okay, very good question. Because we use a motorbike or we use a bicycle, we just buy and we just use, right? But we don't know how long that's the life cycle, right?
Yes.
But for PV panel, the factory they can warranty you up to 15 years. So when you buy, when you buy the PV panel from the company, they can guarantee you for the physical is 15 years. You buy the phone, the warranty only longest is about 2 years, right?
Yes.
But PV they can physical guarantee you 15 years, and for the life cycle you can use more than 20 years. So normally in project we will calculate the life cycle for PV panel about 20 or 25 years. Because the PV panel just put on the roof, no need to connect any energy or no any chipset inside, no any digital inside, just very physical of the PV panel and connect with the shell. So if no broken, that's still there, like our roof family, the whole roof.
Yes, that's good. Very surprising for this point.
And
that's
why because the technology also have the product is a life cycle longer. But besides the PV, you also need to considering if you want to invest, that's the inverter also important. And the inverter also you can research many. If you go to Google, you just search inverter solar Vietnam. I do believe 1,000 result for you, but you have to considering is top 5 or top 10 the inverter in our global. So in my company, we only sell the product with the top 5 in the globally. For example, inverter, we just sell SMA, Huawei, Phoenix. That's the most brand name famous.
Yes, for me, I think the inverter is very important part in the solar system, because you know the quality of the voltage depend on the inverter. If inverter do some mistake, it can damage all the device in our house, I think.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. Because inverter not only convert from DC to AC, the inverter lies a security to protect your house system. For example, if PV module have a fire, the inverter will shut down to protect the besides the system.
That's sure. And my next question is there any side effect of the solar panel? I mean the uninspected effect if we use the solar panel?
Right now, we don't see any unexpected after use solar panel. Now only the one thing that's a lot of the solar system installation, and now the energy more than the capacity of the demand. You know, the many factory, because COVID-19, the factory have to close. So now the demand for the electric of EVN is less than before. So now, for example, one solar system of my customer every day can bring more than 1 megawatt power, but the EVN only buy from him about 60 or 70%. So he lose about 40%. Yeah.
Okay. My question, sorry, one more question about this topic. First of all, if I want to invest for my house to use a solar panel electric, can you estimate how much that is good for medium family to invest the solar panel?
Your house, how many electric power you use every month? I mean the money, 2 million or 1 million?
Around 1 million Vietnam đồng.
1 million. 1 million. Yeah. So similar with my home. So I recommend you just install system 5 kilowatt hour, because 5 kilowatt hour with the area in the north will give you about 600 kilowatt hour per month. 600 kilowatt hour per month mean you will exchange to electric to EVN. So I think the 5 kilowatt hour is okay, and the commercial price for market now around 1 kilowatt hour around 15 million Vietnam đồng. So 5 kilowatt hour total invest around 75 million.
75.
Yes, for the 5 kilowatt. So you can see that 1 kilowatt hour is a 15 million.
Yes. So actually it takes around 2 years to get back the money, right?
No.
For the invest.
No. Should be 5 years.
5 years. Actually, 1 month we spend 1 million Vietnam dong. So it means yes.
Now, if
so it takes almost 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. Okay. Thank you so much for your answer. Thank you.
I think you are my customer in future. Thank you for feeling good.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry, Mr. Quang Vinh. So I have a question. So how about the original of the PV panel? So I mean, it's made in China, or made in Vietnam, or made in Germany?
90% of PV module is COCQ from China, because China is a country have many environment to support for solar industry. Even in the US also import from China.
Yeah.
And why China can sell it? Because China is have the PV panel from the 100 to 10. That means jump about 90%.
Yeah. Yeah. So have
So
any
they are the market player now.
yeah, have any company made
Vietnam.
in Vietnam? So
Solar BK. You can search the Solar BK.
So how about Sơn Hà?
Sơn Hà only the shading.
Shading. They import from China and after that
OEM from some brand name. They bring that system to sell and also invest.
Not yeah.
Not R&D like the Solar BK. Solar BK is a R&D by themselves.
Yeah, so I hope that in the nearly future, so the solar energy will be more popular. So in fact, so some house already use for boiler for hot water. But
yes, that one is the traditional way of the use sunshine.
Yes.
Not for the solar system, because this one quite good, because when you install for the new house, you can reduce the steel panel, and you put this one. And you also you see that the EVN electric will increase year by year. So if you can you can manufacture the electric for yourself, so you no need to care about the price of the EVN.
So another question, just related to quality of PV panel. So when we use, for example, when we use PV solar panel for our roof of house, so do we need make cleaning as a surface of
you mean the maintenance, right?
Yes, maintenance. Yes, correct.
Normally the PV panel, if nothing happens, so no need to repair, because like our roof just cover on the roof. But normally in for example in Hanoi, the weather very dusty, and every 6 months I have to clean. I have to use the water to clean.
Yeah.
Then the make sure that the PV panel is clean, and that's one will work 100%. If not clean, the working only 70 or 80%.
Yeah. Yes.
So just 1 year, 2 times to clean.
So can
very
we,
simple.
how can we know about the quality of solar panel? For example, after 5 years using, the quality will reduce only 95%. After 10 years, the quality of panel only 80%. For example, like that, we can control and know the quality of the panel or solar energy.
Actually, year by year, everything have to reduce.
Yeah.
And every year after the second year, the PV panel, the ash will be reduced about 1%. Just from the factory, they already mentioned in the catalog. Yeah. But to verify, you can use the inverter to see from the first year or up to 5 year, up to 10 year. From inverter, you can see the result, output, input and output.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Hello, Mr. Bùi Tuấn Vũ. You still have the question for Mr. Lê Quang Vinh, right?
I'm out of ideas. I have nothing to say.
Yes,
Thank you.
because I still see you raising hand. Yeah, so that's
Okay. let me just-
yes.
Okay, if no questions, so I think I will finish my topic today because already
Yes.
2 hours, nearly 2 hours.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes. Very good. Very excellent. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
this Friday we have the more topics, so I think you can join and practice because at that time we also have a foreigner speaker.
Yeah. Yes.
To
Good.
let
Yeah.
you understand about English and also let you know more because that topic we only focus about the solar home using for residential.
Good. Yeah. Yeah.
So there you can learn more and you can share your idea and also we have a lucky draw there. So after this one I will share you the link and you just register about 3 seconds and then you
Yes.
can know more. And if you were interesting, you can join or you can tell to Mr. Trường. And when I have a online workshop, I will share to Mr. Trường and Mr. Trường share to our group.
Yes, no need. You can post directly to Zalo group for our guys. No, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope every guy join the topic quite difficult, but very good for understand. Because every day we use power for our equipment for our family, but we don't know where the power resource come from. So now you know more than 50% power from Vietnam is not clean. So you are supporting for the unclean environment. And if something happen for our life, for our children in the future, is because of use, not because of the earth, not because of planet. So everything happen is based on what you do today. If you think about the environment, then you will save the environment. And if you don't think about environment, you will do everything not think about the what happened in the future.
Yes.
So my topic today not the selling. I don't want to sell anything. I just sharing the what I know, and then the people know and people share to the other. That's the main purpose. Of course, we speak by English and practice more and know more each other.
Yeah.
So anyone want to know and want to chat with me, just add Zalo or talk on the group, and then we practice more.
Yes.
Now I have to say goodbye to go for some exercise before I go to sleep.
Okay. Yes. Thank you one more time. Thank you, Mr. Lê Quang Vinh, Mr. Tony, for presentation today. Yes, it's very good for us. Yeah. And
You're welcome.
thank you everyone for joining today. Yes. Now let's say goodbye and see you soon for the next topic. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Sleep well.
See you again.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.